Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Gyrl Lyfe. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about fuckboys. That's right, you heard it.
We are. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Nicole.
So yeah, what is your definition of a fuckboy, Nicole? With someone.
Well, if you were to ask our Uber driver back on, what was it, March 17th? AKA St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Our Uber driver would tell you that a fuckboy is a boy that only wants to fuck. I think we got it on camera, we did get it on camera, so that's pretty funny. But what a fuckboy is to me is someone who blatantly uses a girl just to get what he wants. I don't know.
I think it's a guy who, does one thing or says one thing and does the other.
Ooh.
Reaps all the benefits of having a girlfriend but actually doesn't commit to it.
I guess. I mean, in a way, I think of it as someone who would lead a girl on but has no good intentions.
Like there's no end goal.
Yeah.
But let's just make everyone think that.
Let's just fuck around and not... I mean, eventually... If you're hanging out with someone for a long period of time, you're gonna wanna, DTR.
I definitely think it's, cool to be single, don't get me wrong, but don't sit there and, make bullshit up to someone, oh my god, my biggest pet peeve is when guys, sit there and, will make future plans with you, and, be like, oh, we can do this and this, with no intentions of actually doing it.
Oh, without following through?
Yes.
That's honestly the worst because it gets your hopes up and it's like a false...
That's happened to me a few
reality.
times, and I feel like it just puts this thought in your head oh, this guy wants to hang out more.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't happen. I don't know, it's just not nice. And another thing is, what's the deal? I mean, I feel like some girls do this too, but what's the deal with everyone starting having a thing? And everyone has to make it clear, mostly dudes, that they're not looking for anything serious.
Ooh.
Why is that always a conversation at this day and age? Literally, previously, when I would just go on dates and stuff, there was a couple guys who, never had that thing with me, but then, otherwise it's they have to make it clear they're not looking for anything serious. It's why can't we just see where it goes? That's when you know.
Yeah, I mean...
When a guy tells you right from the bat.
That they are a fuckboy.
Because then, at the end of the day, when they screw you over, they can be like, well, I told you I wasn't looking for anything serious.
Well, I was in a situation once where I was kind of seeing this guy, and I had told my friend that I was seeing him, and she asked if we were... She saw him out somewhere and asked if we were dating, and he was like, no. And I was like, oh... that was his response, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's...
At least be
that.
we're seeing each other.
Yeah.
It's your friend,
I don't
obviously
even know,
they know everything.
Yeah, I don't even know what he had said, but, then I talked to him, we were on the phone or something, and he was like, oh, yeah, well, it just, takes me a while to get into a relationship.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bucko, but I'm not gonna wait, 6 months for you to,
No, if you are honestly... If you don't see something happening, don't waste my time. I'm sorry. But, no, I'm not, the relationship type of girl right now, but I'm also, not fucking around. Fuckboy.
Exactly. It's just so old. I'm just so tired of it. It's just not that hard to be, communicative. It's, what you...
I mean, yeah.
Want. I get, telling someone that you don't want anything serious, but it's so hard not to... fall for someone and then have to understand that, I guess.
If you do have friends with benefits, then you have to realize that someone's gonna catch feelings and someone's gonna like someone more than the other person. So
of course.
It always with that situation there's always someone who likes someone more.
Yeah, it's never just a one. No.
And can we just please talk about how, girls will play along with the fuckboy and
why do girls have to pretend to be chill just so guys like them?
I don't know.
I feel once you have a thing for a little bit, let's just be honest, no one has fucking chill. If you're fucking someone, well, I mean, sometimes you don't, but, like, I don't know, you eventually don't have chill.
Kitties again.
Kitties are fighting.
I don't know if, like, chill, I don't know, like, how to explain it, but, like, some girls just want to seem like the cool girl, like, they
don't want to act
like there's
they
no
care
strings
too
attached.
Much. But then that's where the whole thing comes in, like, I don't want anything serious, so then you have to play along with it just so they like you. But it's like, if that's not really what you want, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I mean, and some girls totally, like, they can be, I mean, not every girl wants a relationship. Some girls just want someone to, you know, hang out with for a little while. And, like, you know, I don't know, like, it's kind of hard to explain. You never know. You have to communicate with the other person. That's just the thing.
And fuckboys are always the ones that you want because you want what you can't have.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
It's just so messed up how it works. It's just kind of like, well, you're an asshole. Like, I love you.
Well, fuckboys are so, like, they can be so charming, and they seem like they're everything that you want. And then they just, like, when you really realize it, they're really not, though.
No. Like, after it's all said and done, like, you look back and you're like, wow. Yeah. I was stupid.
They're always on to, like, the next best thing. Like,
I feel like when I first, like, started dating again, like, it was, like, it really hurt my feelings when guys were like that. But then, like, after a while, it's just kind of like, if you stop talking to me, like, I'm not going to chase you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, definitely.
I mean, like, I don't take shit from guys. Like, I want to know what's going on, and I tell them how I feel. And I know that not a lot of girls are like that or, like, have the balls to do that, but I'm definitely, like, that person who will say, like, I want to know what's going on. Why are you like this? Like, why aren't you, you know?
There's just, like, no reason not to be. If you're, like, seeing each other, I don't know, but there's really not. If you're sleeping with someone, I feel like you kind of have the right to say what you want. But I don't know. And then, like, the whole thing with, like, why are we so hooked on guys that, like, will, like, give you affection for the weekend and then maybe a day of the week, but then take 4 days to text you back? Like,
oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or just fall off the face of the planet and,
like,
you have to be like, oh, okay, like, what?
Ghosting is rude. Don't do it. If you don't like someone, just tell them that you're not interested.
Yeah, it's the easier way out, but, like, how the fuck would you feel if you really like someone and they just completely dropped you? Like, not nice. It's just fucked up, kind of.
It is kind of
I don't
fucked
know
up.
how people can think it's just okay.
I'll just disappear. I'll just disappear, no problem.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to kind of ghost people, like, back maybe when I was in college, but, I mean, like, I was awkward back then, and I didn't know, like, how to...
before. I'm not gonna say I'm innocent.
It's not, like, the respectful thing to do, to ghost someone, but sometimes, like, I mean, not sometimes, you shouldn't ever do it. It's not nice.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, like,
I've done it.
I just feel like after... Like, yeah, like, I've gone on a date, and, like, if it was weird, I just didn't really feel the need to message them again. I don't really consider that ghosting because it's kind of like, we hung out one time, and we never really knew each other. But then, like, if you've hung out for a few weeks and gone on a few dates, I feel like it's just necessary to be like, hey, I just don't think it's working out, and then said and done. Like, yeah, it fucking sucks telling someone that, but it's way nicer.
It's more respectful towards their feelings, and then they don't have to wonder what happened, you know? Mm-hmm. You don't have to sit there and wonder, like, whatever happened to that person, or, like, you know? It's just like, what the hell? What the hell?
I don't know.
When you ghost someone, it just makes you kind of feel really low about yourself, because I don't know why. It just does. I don't know where I was going with that.
It used to make me feel super shitty. But, like, it's just kind of like whatever.
To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever been ghosted. I think I've just been, like, let on.
I've been ghosted a couple times, but it's been, like, a reoccurring ghosting. Like, you know what's fucking weird? only gotten ghosted probably by like 2 people through dating, and they have always repopped back up in my life.
How?
Like, it would just be like a couple months down the road, I'd see them, or someone would text so-and-so, and it's just like, they just pop right back up.
Yeah.
So that's not really ghosting.
Speaking of popping right back up,
That's just being an indecisive fuckboy.
There's this guy. Excuse me. There's this guy who was my manager at PacSun, and I went in for the interview. Like, this was before I even started working there. I went in for the interview, and then he grabbed my number from, like, the employee sheet or something like that. But he got my number, and he just, like, randomly started texting me and, like, flirting with me, and I was like, whoa.
Like, we don't have that relationship.
Yeah, like, I just literally met you, like, this, like, I'm in a relationship. Like, he was just, like, so interested in me all of a sudden, and it was just, like, the weirdest thing. And he moved, I think, he moved to a different state or something like that. But I think he came back, and he texted me this morning, and he was like, hey, stranger.
That's creepy.
And I was like, what? He would flirt with me and ask me out for drinks and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? No. Like, well, I kind of, you know what? This is shitty of me, but I did this, and I said, today he asked me if I wanted to catch up for drinks or something, and I was like, when I have time freed up, maybe we can go out for a drink or something. And I just, it sucks, because that's not really what I meant. I meant to say, no, thanks.
But it's hard. But that is kind of like what we were just talking about.
I know,
before.
like I'm the fuckboy in this certain person.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I'm just not interested, and I should probably tell him that.
I mean, if you're, like, not, like, it's okay to not look around for a relationship. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, it's not really... Fuckboys are just assholes. Like, it's okay to be single and to, like, explain to people that you don't want anything and, like, be honest about it, but, like, these are dudes that are just playing multiple girls, and I think it's messy when you're sleeping with multiple people.
Ooh.
Like, that's gross. Especially, like, I don't want to be sleeping with someone who's sleeping with other people at the same time.
Yeah,
like,
that's just
gross.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna slut shame anyone or anything like that,
No.
but at the same time, if you're sleeping around with, like, another person, like, every other day, like, it's just kind of like, wow.
Well, my thing is, like, if I'm consistently hanging out with someone, I don't want to have, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like, what's the point?
Yeah, we haven't established that anything is serious, but, like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, for sure. That is a hard situation.
It's just not nice.
It's definitely
it's just
not.
gross, and it's messy.
Well, it just makes you feel kind of like you're not their first choice.
No, definitely not.
But at the same time, like, do you know that it's happening?
You never know.
Yeah, you
until
never know.
You hear from other people.
Yeah. Or
I have always heard, like, this kind of information, like, if I've been in these situations, that from other people. It's never been, like, directly from the person. Otherwise, it's been, like, denied, or this is after, like, John being talked to and then finding out, and just, like, it's just...
It makes you feel stupid. Like, you think that you're being, like, monogamous or whatever. Yeah. Like, whatever it is. You think that you're just seeing this one person, and you find out that you're not. You feel kind of violated.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's exactly how I felt in that situation. Like, I was given a reasoning, like, of why it wasn't going to work out, and why, like I was given the reasoning, but then to find out later that it was just complete bullshit, and that it wasn't actually the legit reasoning. It was because there was someone else.
That's the worst.
Like, it's just, I don't know.
So, yeah, it's just don't be a fuckboy. If you're a guy and you want wanna fuck around with a bunch of girls,
Well,
go for it. But like,
or a fuck girl either.
Don't be a fuck girl. Don't be a fuck
like just
boy.
in general, like just be nice to people. Like it's totally fine. Like I'm not slut shaming. Like sleep with who you want, but like don't mislead people and then just like make them feel crazy for not understanding.
Communication.
Yes.
Communicate what you want out of whatever it is.
That's what we were gonna talk about too today.
Yeah.
Why is communication such a terrible thing now? Like I feel like that's why everyone is not working out, or just like no one communicates anymore.
I feel like people are afraid of their feelings.
Definitely, because we have the whole mindset of you can't be serious because otherwise you're dumb.
You're dumb. Or like, I don't know, like people are just afraid of their feelings because, you know, they don't want to get hurt. Maybe their guards are up, but like, at the same time,
you're never going to meet anyone.
Yeah.
If you have that. I mean, it's hard. Like,
you might meet someone, but like,
I mean, I have a really hard time showing my emotions around stuff. Like, that's been a huge deal for me. Something I'm trying to work on currently, like, is being able to be more vulnerable and like actually be more of myself, which is super hard for people to do. But eventually you have to let people in, otherwise you're never going to get that like true connection with someone.
Yeah. It's just, you know, I'm in a situation right now where I'm like seeing someone, sort of seeing someone, and in a sense, like, I kind of think about, like, you know, if someone were to ask me out, like, would it be respectful to, like, turn them down, you know, like, would it, you know, I feel like there's a certain respect that I have for this person now that I have been kind of seeing them. So it's like, maybe I should have that talk with him about, you know, like, maybe we shouldn't see other people, because, I mean, I've been there for a while.
I feel like you reach a certain level where it's just kind of like a check-in.
Yeah, like a check-in. Not like a defining the relationship. It's obvious, like, it's way too early for that. But just kind of, like, know where you stand. Like,
checking in to see where they're at with their feelings. And that's where, you know, a fuckboy comes into play. Because when you have that, like, first check-in, usually they're super resistant. They're giving
standoffish.
Yeah, they're giving you some, like, bullshit answer. Like, not giving you a full answer. It's, like, in a circle.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't get into relationships for a long time. Sorry, I just think that's so funny. I think that, I mean, when I was told that, I was like, oh, yeah, like, I understand. But, like, if you really like someone, I think what I told him back was, like, oh, that's fine. Like, you know, like, my last boyfriend, I didn't get into a relationship with, like, I didn't start dating him for 4 years after, you know, he was interested in me. So I was, like, kind of like, it took me 4 years to get into a relationship, but, like, I didn't mean that. I was, like, interested in this guy. So it's, like, yeah, it kind of sucked to hear that, like, but it also gave me hope, and then all of a sudden, like, it was, like, done. So I don't know, I was just kind of, like, upset about it, because I thought, you know, maybe he could be someone that, you know, like, you know, he could be that somebody, you know.
Yeah.
When I look back on it, it's just, like, why? Why did I waste so much time?
Just, like,
why did I give him so much of that power? Like, that emotion, like, why did I give him so much?
Well, it sucks at the end of the day. It's like you invested so much feelings into someone, and it just, like, sucks when it's just ripped away from you with no explanation.
Well, this guy literally had like, taken me on a couple of dates, and I thought, you know, he was treating me like I was special and all this stuff, so it was like, oh, I really like him.
Every person's special like that.
Yeah. I wasn't the only girl that he was talking to, obviously. Like, I don't know. Whatever, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's just an annoying thing. I mean, like, as a girl, too, though, when you're dealing with fuckboys, it's like, I just feel like so many girls get so down about it, get so attached. And it sucks, but it's like, at the end of the day, no matter how hot a guy is, or how great he is with whatever.
You're literally,
like, they're
romanticizing or fantasizing.
I romanticize so bad.
Like, you think about a future with this person.
You think about a future, you get it clicked in your head, and then at the end of the day, like, they don't want that at all with you, but you still have it stuck in there, so that's why it fucking hurts so bad when you get fucked over.
Yeah. I mean, okay, boys, listen to this. I know that we have guys that listen to our podcast. Don't get me wrong. What was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought. However, what was I going to say? What were you talking about?
Oh, girls feel so heartbroken and romanticizing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I was going to say. I was going to say, guys, just know that if you take a girl out on a date and the connection is really good and you guys have a good time, like, she's going to think about a future with you. She's going to, you know, like, have it in her head. She's going to fantasize about you. She's going to romanticize you, and just don't, like, break her. If you don't like a girl after a couple of dates, just tell her, because otherwise she's going to think that you're something special when you're really not. I'm just kidding.
Like, but it's not fair for someone to think, like, for two people to think completely different, and then someone's not relating that to each other. Like, you're right. Like, when you go on a couple dates with a guy, like, you literally start thinking about shit like that. Like, that's just a normal girl thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're not picking out your, like, wedding dress or anything like that, but, like...
But you're like, I could see myself dating this person. Like,
absolutely.
That's about where it goes. And obviously when you're dating someone, it turns serious. And I feel like we get called crazy for doing that, but it's like, sorry, you treated me special, but now I'm the crazy one because you decided to just stop talking to me out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I go crazy on guys. Like,
because it's not fucking cool. It's bullshit.
It is bullshit, and they need to know.
Yes. Like, you don't do that. And girls just feel so shitty about themselves. Like, it sucks when you invest time and feelings into someone, and then they just ghost you or just completely disrespect you in other ways to fuck someone over.
Find someone else to fuck around with.
And you have to just basically be like, well, that made me feel like shit, and just pick yourself back up again. Like, fucking sucks. And then you have to start all over again, like, trying to date someone else when, like, you're probably not in the best mindset because you're just like, well, great, is this person going to be just like that? Like, I don't know. No matter, like, as I was just saying before, like, no matter how hot a guy is, no matter how great he is at what he does, like, no matter his status, like, it's not worth it when they're treating you like shit. Like, girls are, like, guys and girls, like, if someone is treating you like that, it's not fucking okay.
Don't ever be with someone who makes you feel
if they aren't putting in the effort and feelings that you're putting in, like, it's not worth it.
No.
Like, you need to remember who you are at the end of the day, and, like, do you really want that in your future? Do you really want to be hung up over a guy for months because...
Oh, and I've totally been there before.
Oh, me too. And then after a while, like, you just get fucking tired of it. Like, I don't know.
You either get tired of it, or you just, like, never move on, or you move on.
Exactly. Like, I just feel like dating, I never had really good luck with it. So I just kind of learned, like, when stuff didn't work out. I mean, like, stuff didn't work out sometimes because of me, too, but, like, it still sucks because, like, you just wasted a little bit of time. But I don't know. I just had no issue after a while just being like, okay, stop talking and, like, just try and move on with your life.
Yeah.
Like, so much easier said than done, and it takes a long time to just be able to get there.
Yeah. It takes a while to get to the point of feeling okay about yourself again. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, like, when you think that you really like someone and they are totally on a different page than you and fuck you over, it hurts. And you need that time to get over whatever. It's almost like I know, like, we have talked about this before, where we just, like, you know, it's almost worse than actually being in an actual relationship because it's something that you're upset about that never.
Because you never had them.
Yeah, nothing ever happened.
Like, you had that little weird gray zone of shit where it's like you were basically together, but you weren't, but then at the end of the day, you still have so many unanswered questions, so, like, you're constantly thinking about it.
Because you're thinking, because you thought about a future with this person, and all of a sudden it's...
My issue is like, I think of all the scenarios of why it didn't work out, what did they do, like, who else were they seeing, like, why, what did I do?
I always think about, like what's wrong with me, you know, like, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks that way.
Well, my thing is, like, I'm really forward about my life. Like, I will be an open book. Like, when I'm seeing someone, it's not like I give too much information about my life super fast. But, like, if you want to know about something, know something about me, I'm not going to, like, sugarcoat it for you. So it just sucks when, like, you open up to someone like that. And then, like, they can't, like, do the same for you.
Yeah.
Like, if I like someone, I'm not going to be afraid to tell them. Just like you were saying before. Like, what's the point?
What is the point?
Of hiding it.
Oh, and if you like someone, make sure they know that you like them, because it is so nice to know when someone likes you.
It's just dumb to hide it.
It is dumb to hide it. So don't hide your feelings. Be open. Be honest. Be truthful. And, yeah, basically, just be respectful of people, and it's karma, dude. It's karma. If you treat people bad, you're gonna see it come back to you eventually.
That's definitely how I see it now. Like, if you screw someone over, or you get screwed over, it's gonna bite them in the ass again.
When you treat people bad, you'll get what's coming to you. I hope.
Just like every girl needs to know, it's not worth it.
Not worth it. Fuckboys are fuckboys are fuckboys are fuckboys.
Just gotta get over it. There's so many people in this world, literally. And I definitely am a believer that you have more than one soulmate.
Oh, for fucking sure.
So many people are hooked on the soulmate. And another thing, I was just talking about this with someone the other day. About, like, unconditional love. And how I think it's absolute bullshit.
Unconditional love is bullshit?
Yes. I feel like this plays into fuckboys because so many girls give their all and they will, like, talk to them and they will do, like, unconditionally. Like, there's no conditions that will make them shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I feel like so many people don't realize, like, love is conditional. Like, if someone isn't, like, putting in the same effort or appreciating, like, what you bring to the table and then doing the same for you, like, that, like, your conditions aren't met. Like, I feel like relationships take conditions. Like, you need to both put in the same effort and do this. I don't know. Like, I would never love someone unconditionally if they were just shitting all over me.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah.
You can't give someone love that that is bad to you.
Well, so many, I don't know, it drives me insane when I see people who are just getting treated like shit, but it's like, well, I just love them so much, and it's like, they haven't, like, they're not doing anything for you to make you feel that way.
They're not putting anything positive into your life, you know? Like, you're just loving them because they're there, and that's all you know.
And I'm a firm believer, like, you are a whole on your own, and, like, a relationship should add something positive onto your life, and if it's just creating negative effects on everything in your life, why the fuck are you with that person? Like, if they're fucking making you crazy, or if they're making you cry all the time.
Yeah. They don't have to literally, like,
you don't have to put up with that. You don't need to love someone unconditionally if they're making you feel that way. So, like, why would you put up with a fuckboy when you're not even with them?
Yeah, that's true. Like, what?
I don't know.
Fuckboys.
Well, we are at 30 minutes.
We are. That's crazy. Time goes so freaking fast.
So,
would you just look at it?
Just look at it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, basically telling you, don't put up with fuckboys.
You better than that.
Actually, boys and girls.
Guys and girls.
Men and women. Don't put up with shitty partners in general, or someone who doesn't make you feel special or wanted.
Should or get off the pot.
Yes.
Alright. Goodbye.
Adios, amigos.